Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
I've always been a fan of Giovanni van Bronckhorst, someone who excels both as a defensive midfielder and a fullback. He's going to have to be busy in trying to cover both positions while ensuring that the team keeps its overall shape.
He is that kind of player, one who any team cannot have enough of in this day and age.
Exactly, we all know how astute and smart he is defensively, but he also adds shapes to shoot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. Scores! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
Judge! It's hit the upright. Pedri gets it clear. And it's Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position as he gets big. Oh, he's hit the bar. Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Alexander-Arnold. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Benzema! Oh, split-second reaction.
Benzema clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's in a great position. Goes for the header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Dembele. Now it's Guti. He's played it back. And it's Scholes. Flamengo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's found support out wide. Climbs up big! Oh, it's hit the post! He's delivered all right! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Could move up a gear here. Serginho. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Played in deep. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Mbappe. That'll be a throw. Haaland. Rice. Haaland. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Conte. Alexander-Arnold. The less said about that pass, the better. Van Bronckhorst. Konate. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now Van Dijk. Van Bronckhorst. And it's Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 18.
Here we go again.
Camisa 6.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Camisa 21. Camisa 13. Neymar.
Pedri. Flamengo have it back and can go again. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Looking to play him in. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Ligt. He's a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Guti. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely weighted ball. Conte. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he cuts out the supply. Just about up to the hour now. Red Scholes. That's been cut out, well played. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Van Bronckhorst. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
He's picked his way through.
Flamengo really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9.
Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Rice. Konate. It's not an especially good pass, that. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Maradona. And the shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily...
He's tried one! Bruno Fernandes. Conte.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Serginho. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Messi. Messi's cross. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for the run. Serginho looking to get on the end of this. That's really well cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Messi. Now that's a lovely exchange. Corner.
substituição no time do Flamengo.
So, third corner of the game.
Camisa 5 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 19. Teremos uma substituição.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to. That's going in strongly. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
He has found the way through. It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Rice. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And Dyke wins the duel this time. 4 extra minutes added on. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And now they can clear their lines. Pinches it off him. Out of play for a throw. Alexander-Arnold is there to clear. And that's that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally done.
Scores! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Not the most accurate pass. Van Bronckhorst, crossed in early. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Looking to play him in. Scholes. This is Dembele. Plays it in low. And he passes it long.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, no joy this time. And that'll be a goal kick. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good vision. That's a shade optimistic. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Dembele. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Inter really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
He's picked his way through. He's played it long. He can run onto that. Nunez receives it in a good position here. They've got a corner here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Numero 14.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well timed, excellent interception. Guti. Rice. And here's Dembele. Haaland. Bullish header! Haaland gets flagged offside. Serginho. And that's another good win of the ball. Van Bronckhorst can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Guti. He's in a great position here. That has been cut short.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Guti knocks it out wide. Just eases him off the ball. Haaland proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Always onto this. And he's onside. He has found great chance. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the first 45 minutes are up. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle.
Has a shot! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change.
Numero 23, numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, il numero 20, il numero 10.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
We expected better, and so did he. Konate. Scholes. And they win it back again. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passes short and sharp. Dembele. He's got away. That's a lovely... He's gone for goal! Mohamed Salah.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Costa Curta. And it's Kukçu. Pressure coming in from all directions. Kukçu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good ball, good take. Vinicius Junior.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Just about up to the hour now. Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rice. And it's Scholes. This looks promising. Great vision. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Referee's given a throw.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, numero 11. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22, il numero 2. Attenzione, un cambio.
Neymar. Alexander-Arnold. For Rice. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Yes, it's in! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Can he get it through? Big chance, corner.
Cambio di giocatori.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And he's decided to go for it. And that could have brought them level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
And it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Van Dijk.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Ruben Neves. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rice.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Ended up in no man's land. He is through here. Ronaldinho picked out brilliantly. Bruno Fernandes goes looking wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was intense. Ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence.